it's starting to look really bad for Dr. Cheyenne Bryant because people had just been going back and revealing her lies over the years. But now it's turning into something bigger. It's gone from an expose to actually an investigation. Because what started with people questioning her credentials has allegedly escalated into formal complaints and an investigation. The problem with investigations like this, depending on what the findings are in California, they could possibly creep into criminal charges. That is what is being reported, and is not looking good for her at all. Hey YouTube family, welcome back to the channel, Celebrity Scandalous. Hope you're having a fabulous day today. If you're new here, welcome to the group chat. Hit that like button, share the love, and let's get into the mess. It just started out as people on the internet questioning her credentials and qualifications, but it's now reportedly escalating into something bigger. According to recent reports, formal complaints have allegedly been filed. Heavy on the allegedly, you guys. And an investigation is reportedly underway, and now there are even reports that the publisher behind the book that she was promoting recently is currently offering refunds to the customer. And if that's true, this story may have officially crossed over from internet controversy into real-world consequences and possible criminal charges for Dr. Cheyenne. Now, before we get into it, let's be clear. These are all allegations and reports that are currently being discussed publicly about Dr. Cheyenne. She has defended herself and her credentials, and no official findings have been announced yet. But what has people paying attention is not necessarily what has been proven. It's the fact that this situation continues to escalate. Just a few weeks ago, this was mostly just a social media conversation, right? People were debating online, critics asking questions. Some people were supporting her. You know, there were podcast clips circulating. You know, everybody had an opinion, but now we're hearing reports of formal complaints being filed. And that's why some people believe like this situation may be entering into an entirely different phase. And honestly, it's starting to get serious for her. She is not backing down. Dr. Cheyenne has been on her Instagram posting pictures with songs, I'm a bad bee, all that stuff, right? And people are questioning her taking accountability and her taking this serious. Once the complaints are reportedly filed and investigators become involved, the conversation changes, and it's changing really quickly. At this point, it's no longer just about public opinion. It's not about social media arguments. It's getting legal. It's becoming about documentation, records, verifications, and findings. And that's why so many people are watching this story so closely. What really caught my attention is the report that the publisher associated with her book is currently offering refunds. If the publisher isn't even standing behind the book, that's a definite red flag to consumers, because it sounds like they're scared of liability and they found something out. When your entire brand is built on trust, expertise, and credibility and public confidence, this is bad. Because whether you agree with Dr. Cheyenne Bryant or not, her brand has been built around helping people navigate relationships, allegedly, healing, self-development, and personal growth. And now to find out that she's in the middle of a controversy like this, it really does make you question who she is as a clinician. And this is where things are becoming really problematic. Right now, we're talking about reports of complaints and an alleged investigation. But some people are already discussing what could happen if investigators uncover findings that they believe warrant additional scrutiny. Now, nobody knows where this investigation is going to end, because it's all just talk right now. But if investigators were to determine that there was intentional misrepresentation or other serious issues, the conversation could potentially move into territory that is much more significant than a public relations problem. That's why some people are describing this as like a pivotal moment in her career, because the outcome matters. If Dr. Bryant is ultimately cleared, this will be good. She may be able to point to the investigation as proof that the criticism was misplaced. In many ways, it could strengthen her position with supporters who already believe she has been unfairly targeted as a Black woman. But if findings emerge that raise additional concerns, then this controversy could continue growing and create challenges for partnerships, speaking engagements, publishing opportunities, and just her overall brand. She could also be facing civil suits from prior patients, as well as, like I said before, criminal charges if she's found to have been practicing without a license. And let's be honest, public figures do often survive internet backlash. We've seen celebrities like recover from stuff like this before, right? But investigations are a little different. Investigations create like uncertainty, and that's what makes people nervous. Sponsors stop calling, business partners like jump ship, and when you see publishers giving money back, that's crazy. Nobody knows what's coming next. And I think that's why everybody is attracted to this story, because people want to see, well, where's this all going to end? Is she going to continue to be this perpetrate herself as a therapist, or like what's going to happen? As just questions on the internet has allegedly evolved into something that could have real world implications for her. We'll just all have to wait and see what's going to happen with this investigation to see what's going to happen. But this is crazy. And like I said before, Dr. Cheyenne has been on the internet popping it, but how's she going to respond with these alleged investigations? You know, what is she going to say about it? One thing is clear though, this story is no longer just about credentials. Now it's about consequences. And depending on what happens next, this could end up being one of the biggest challenges Dr. Cheyenne Bryant has faced in her public career. But you guys, I want to hear from you. What do you think? Question of the day. Do you think this situation is being blown out of proportion with everybody questioning her credentials and, you know, this investigation and possible civil suits? Or do you think that it's warranted? Do you think that she may have represented herself as a therapist and she was unlicensed and she should face harsh consequences? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.